Thank you. I'm from Research and Development in Topcon Healthcare Solutions. And today I'm going to present our recent research on the comparison of disc area results of a swab source OCT and the spectral domain OCT in patients with myopia and glaucoma. Here is the financial disclosure for all the authors. To begin with, I want to briefly introduce the disc detection methods in OCT. The first one is scleroring disc detection. It is to detect the scleroring margin, where the disc area is defined as the inside of the scleroring. This method was originally developed to mimic the traditional 2D optic disc photography disc margin detection. It is widely available in Topcon commercial OCT products like Trident, Mastro, Atlantis, etc. And another very popular disc detection method is Brooks membrane opening-based disc detection. It is to detect the Brooks membrane opening points. Zeiss and Heidelberg has the BMO-based disc detection. And for Topcon, our BMO-based disc detection is still under development. Here's the image illustration of the BMO point and the scleroring disc point. So on the left part, the BMO disc point is the same as the scleroring point. And on the right part, because of the existence of border tissue, the BMO point is different from the scleroring point. As a result, the BMO area is larger than the scleroring disc area. To compare the different disc detection methods in swab source OCT and spectral domain OCT, we conducted a study in patients with myopia and glaucoma. And the three methods we're going to compare is the Topcon Trident BMO, Topcon Trident scleroring, and Zeiss series BMO-based disc detections. This study was conducted in 3 clinical sites, and after removal unaccepted data sets, we have 52 eyes left, and their vision field is in a large range. For Trident, 382 wide vertical scans are left for analysis, and that is 7 to 8 repetitions per eye. And for series, there are 301 disc cube horizontal scans used for analysis. That is 5 to 6 scans per eye. Here's the list of the software version that we used. To compare the agreement, we calculate the average disc area using all accepted datasets and the diamond regression and blend outman plots using the first accepted scan for each eye. Here's the result for the average disc area. As you can see, Trident BMO has the largest disc area, whereas Series BMO has the smallest disc area. And Series BMO is more closer to Trident scleroring than to Trident BMO. Here's the diamond regression. And on the left, there is the agreement between Series BMO and Trident BMO. And on the right, it's the agreement between Series BMO and Trident scleroring. And the red dot line is the identity line. And the slope for the left is 1.18, and the slope for the right is 0.98. So this result reveals that the Series BMO has a better agreement with Trident scleroring. The blend outman plots. On the left, it shows the difference between Trident BMO and Series BMO, and on the right, it shows the difference between Trident scleroring and Series BMO. As you can see, the right has smaller difference. We further investigated disc detection on B-scan level. The left is the Series, and the right is Trident BMO. As you can see, Series detects all the way down to this point, whereas Trident BMO detects this point, which corresponding to this point. Both of the B scans are interpolated scans, so their quality is not that good. We have a radio scan with better resolution and 8 repetitions. So you can clearly see the end of Brooks membrane layer and the existence of the border tissue. So we think this is the Brooks membrane opening point. Here's another example. Again, Series detects this point. You may not see clearly. And Trident detects this point, which corresponds to this point. And the radio scan with higher resolution. So for this study, we draw the following conclusions. The optic disc BMO measurements from different OCT instruments did not agree and may not be used interchangeably. To be more specific, different disc detection methods identify different disc contour locations in the anatomy, which may lead to possible different clinical implications. There are two disc detection methods that are that are evaluated in Trident, which is the sclerorin-based disc detection, which is commercially available, and the BMO-based disc detection is still under development. And Series has one disc detection method, which is BMO-based, and their results closely resemble those from the Trident sclerorin method. And we will further investigate these findings. Thank you. Thank you for your attention.